Hello, welcome, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. This is your reading for you too. I'd like to say something real quick. If you were born while the sun was still up, you will more than likely resonate with your sun sign more. If you were born after the sun went down and the moon was out, then you're more likely to resonate with your moon sign when it comes to these readings. Also, at certain periods of our life, we will resonate with our rising sign more, and that's due to planetary transits. Okay, so now that I got that out of the way, let's jump into it. Okay, so for our first card, we've got the Two of Cups. So I'm liking the energy we're starting with here. So this is typically what we call the soulmate card, and let's just get it out there real quick because not everybody's looking for love, and this is Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. So the Two of Cups, this can be not only romantic, but it can be platonic or familial, so it's not always necessarily romantic. Now, for some of you, it is going to be about romance. However, this is about soulmates. So we can have soulmates, that are friends, we can have soulmates that are family members, and we can have soulmates as lovers. So, this is also about relationships, and again, these can be any types of relationships, but the give and the take is equal, so there's reciprocity, which is very good and very encouraging. So for some of you, you are very much in a happy relationship or soon will be. And some of you, this is, just again, this can be about a family relationship, it can be about a friendship. And for some of you are married to your job. So for some of you, this could be about work, okay? All right. So the next card, and oh, I love this energy. We've got the Ace of Swords. I love the Ace of Swords because this is like I'm coming through with the whole truth and nothing but, and we're going to get it out there. Also, yeah, y'all got an ace up your sleeve for sure. When this is definitely an indication of a new start, but this is a start where you definitely are feeling energetic, powerful. Success, it's inevitable under this type of energy, but we do want to make sure that we don't push too much. Sometimes we got to be careful with how we say things because we can trigger other people. And sometimes that's a them problem and not a you problem, but especially when it comes to people that we care about, we want to make sure that we don't say anything, hurtful, you know. So, do be careful with the words. Now, again, this Ace of Swords energy, this is definitely indicating a new beginning, going in a new direction, and it is one that you need to follow, okay? Because this is going to lead to good things for you guys. So I'm extremely happy for a few of you, and this is only for a few of you, but sometimes the Ace of Swords can indicate the birth of a child. So that'll resonate with the few that that's meant for. Okay, we're moving forward. Now, loving this energy. You guys get the Sun card. So the Sun card, especially combined with the Ace of Swords, this is equaling success. So there is success and happiness in your life, and if there isn't right now, then there soon will be. Okay, this new start, this new direction you're going in, this is going to bring you much success and happiness. Now, this can be happiness within a relationship, it could be happiness within a new business venture, but overall, this new direction brings you much happiness, and you guys deserve it. So, embrace it, okay? You guys totally deserve this happiness. And this happiness can be around family, relationships, business, science, you name it. Either way, it's success. Let's keep it moving. All right. So, here's some tricky energy here. We got the Five of Wands. And this is why I already kind of gave the warning about be careful with your words, because the Ace of Swords is a very powerful and forceful type of energy. So we got to be careful with what we say because we don't want to hurt people. And what we say can very much cause conflicts for some of us. So the Five of Wands, this card can bring about conflicts. And it can also indicate confusion, and it can be some struggling, but a lot of times it's conflicts. And when I say, I mean petty ass conflicts, okay? It's like we started arguing over one little thing, and then it just like morphs into the other arguments, and then you're just like, how did we get here? Where did this start, you know? So do be careful of this energy, and I feel like the success that you guys are getting is going to bring a little bit of opposition your way. And you know what? You guys got this. You got this. Okay, so the next card we have here is the Nine of Wands. So, again, this is a conflict type of energy because the Nine of Wands, this is where we've already been through battles before, so we kind of have some battle wounds, so to speak. But these battles, they have not taken you down. You are still standing strong. You are defending yourself, your beliefs, your values. You know, it could be you defending your friends, a relationship. No matter what, you are defending something. You are standing firm and defending. And again, you know, it's kind of a bit of an opposition type of energy, somebody being against you, these conflicts, somebody's trying to break you down, wear you down, but don't let them get that, okay? Just don't, you know. You guys got this. It's kind of making me feel like somebody might be a little jealous and envious, and that's going to resonate with some of you, and others it won't, but I must say it. So the next card we got here is the Eight of Swords. Now, thankfully, this is in the reverse position. So, the Eight of Swords, when it's in the upright position, is all about being paralyzed by our fear. But now that it's in the reverse position, we are no longer being held back by the fear. We got this Ace of Swords energy on our side, so we are not stuck in our mind on a hamster wheel, you know, struggling with indecision and all of that. No, we are not making fear-based decisions anymore, okay? We are going to make logical choices and decisions. We're not going to let this fear hold us back. And I don't want the fear to hold any of you guys back, okay? Because you guys got some great success coming your way. But, you know, sometimes people can be envious or jealous, you know, or just simply want to cause a problem. Why? Because misery loves company, you know. So don't don't let any fear creep in and get you, okay? Now, I do want to say something for a few people. This is only going to resonate with a few people, but this could indicate somebody getting out of, you know, like a rehab or out of jail, or, you know, perhaps somebody could have been, you know, away for a while and they're no longer away, they're coming out. Now, moving on. So I got one more card to just clarify overall, the whole situation overall, and we get the Star. So this is a beautiful energy. You know, we got three wonderful cards here up top, and then we get the Star to finish. So what I would like to say is that this issue, especially these conflicts and you having to defend yourself, for some of you, this come from the internet. It could be a social media network, you know, maybe somebody says something, you know, and then it gets passed along to you, or you run across something. So for some of you, you know, you will see this, you know, situation, these type of conflicts arise over the internet. Or there could be, you know, an issue where somebody who's opposing you is from the internet. Yeah, you know. Now, the best thing about the Star card is this card is about hope and faith. It's about unshakable faith. It's about being given blessings from above, okay? It's a very creative type of energy, and this is the type of card that it's like, whatever you wish for, whatever you desire, whatever you want to be happy, it can truly be yours. You could manifest this because you were being given blessings from above. Now, also to speak to the couple of people that, this can be improving health. So for some of you who have been struggling with some bad health, this indicates that the health is much better, okay? So everything is looking up when we see the star card. I know that no matter what this is, I mean, we know it's some conflicts, a little bit of confusion, some petty squabbles, but you're going to come out on top, okay? You've got the star and the sun. You're going to be fine, okay? This is absolutely amazing. I see some good success coming for you guys, and I am happy for you guys because you guys deserve it. Okay, so I pulled from 4 different oracle decks, and yes, we are going to read from the books for these because, well, I just haven't had enough time to work with them, I'll get there. Alright, so the first oracle deck that we're going to have is, okay, this is the Mystical Shaman Oracle. So for our first card, we have water. Okay. Okay. When water arrives, you're invited to watch your emotions. Know they are going to be changeable and do not settle on a conclusion at this time. If you feel joy, feel that fully. If you feel sad, allow sadness to move through you. Water invites you to see the ebb and flow of events and trust you can ride the wave of opportunity when it arises. Natural flow is here. Go with it. Yes, go with the flow because opportunities are very much coming your way. Okay, so the next card is the Rainmaker. Okay, the Rainmaker is calling you to create something new from the elements that are already in your life. Be sure you work with what is and not with what might be or could have been. The seeds that have been silently germinating in your heart will burst forth ready for the sunlight. Do not hold back. Put all your chips on the next roll of the divine dice. Ooh, sunlight. Yes, loving it. All right, and we're moving on. So the next deck, this is Angels and Ancestors. So first card is Mountains. Stand your ground. Mountain energy is powerful because it's firmly rooted in the Great Mother and reaches high to the Great Father. If you're feeling challenged or pressured at this time, know that your spirit is more powerful than you think. You are resilient and grounded, and the energy and air of the mountains is giving you the unshakable strength to be who you are. Take time to root yourself deeply in the energy of the earth before welcoming in the energies of heaven. If you're not sure what you need to do next, the mountain card invites you to stay exactly where you are, talk things over with those around you, and know that change will come to you. You will be whole and well at the end of this current situation, and it will not stand in the way of your future growth and expansion. Yes, honey. Okay, so the next card is the Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. Taking some time to assess what your next step will be. All great warriors have a plan. You are a sensitive being, and if you are not prepared for the task you're taking on, you could end up feeling exposed and helpless. The ancestor guidance that is coming to you now is a reminder that you have a warrior's heart and that you have it within you to be more prepared and focused than you have been recently. So have a strategy in place and then let your guide support you as you move forward. Okay. Alright, so the next deck, this is going to be Moonology, and ooh-wee. We got a lot of Capricorn energy up in here. So the first card is your hard work is paying off. This is New Moon in Capricorn. Then we have the answers you need are coming. This is Full Moon in Gemini. And then the final card is The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. So we're definitely dealing with a lot of Capricorn energy. Okay. So, new moon. Okay. First and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work-related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at that long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even in 5 years' time. That will inform your best course of action now. So think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests it's time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is that you want to achieve. Then we have a attune to the moon message, and that is make a proper plan and execute it well. Then we have additional meanings. You need to be more disciplined to reach your goal. Hard work will make your dreams a reality. A very good omen for studying or teaching. And don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. Full moon in Gemini. This card's a reminder that it's important to speak your truth, but remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. Okay. The answers you need will come soon. The issues you're facing could well be one of a few conversations away from being resolved. You're inquiring about a love situation, a little flirty be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, this card comes to you as a reminder of the old, very non-Gemini message, least said, soonest mended. It is good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself any issues with your words. Words have enormous power, as metaphysician Florence Scovel Shinn put it. Your word is your wand. You create magic in your own reality every time you express yourself. Are attuned to the moon message. Have an important conversation, but stay calm. Additional meanings. Don't be superficial. Someone's trying to flirt with you. Have you noticed? You need to laugh off this situation and just move on. And job applications have good prospects. Okay, full moon in Capricorn. How hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that the effort is required. Work issue may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you're wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is a forecast. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you're prepared to pull out all the stops to make your professional dreams come true, without being ruthless. With a love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situation you're wanting to know about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is troubled, prioritize it more. Attune to the moon message. Release control and trust the universe. Additional meanings. A professional project be ending now. Admit if you have been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Find a balance between your personal and private life. And it's time to stop fearing the worst. I think you guys are done fearing the worst. Okay. And then we have two messages from Psychic Tarot for the Heart. What I like about these cards is that, yes, they're about all relationships. So, relationships with our family, our, siblings, parents, our children, our lovers, everybody. But most importantly, this is about the relationship that we have with ourselves. So these cards are definitely from a heart-centered area, and I truly like these cards. Still getting to know them, but I'm loving what I see. So the first card we have is Clarity of Belief. Keywords: define, communicate, beliefs, and transformation. Great potential is around you to define who you really are at this time in your life, and to determine what your beliefs are regarding love and commitment. Discard any outdated ideas about how a relationship should function and what the proper role should be. Decide what you need and what you're willing to give. Different relationships will require different strategies for success. You need to be flexible and open-minded. Bring a breath of fresh air your way of thinking about love and relationships. When you have gained clarity, gently communicate this to other people with whom you're in a relationship. Explain how you would like to see the relationship change or grow, and exchange ideas on how each of you might alter your behavior to make this happen. Act upon your new insights and transform your relationships. Okay, so the next card is control. Okay, keywords: master, influence, accept, compassion, patience, and confidence. In order to flourish, relationships must be fluid and free rather than overly rigid and controlled by emotional neediness or insecurity. It's important to master your emotions so that they do not rule the relationship. Partnership based solely on emotion is out of balance and out of control. Self control is the key here. Act from a combination of emotion and intellect, and your relationship will thrive and grow. Be sure that your influence is gentle and loving. This is not the time for domination. This card asks you to accept another person's uniqueness and to not require that person to conform to a mold of your choosing just to make you feel more comfortable. This card also serves as a reminder to come from compassion and understanding rather than anger and frustration. Now is the time for patience, steadiness, and clear thinking. Apply these qualities to your relationship with others and with yourself. If you're involved with a difficult person or situation, try to look through the other person's eyes and experience what his or her heart and soul feels. Try to see the situation from another perspective. With self-control comes confidence. Allow a situation to unfold and detach yourself from the outcome. Don't try to control it. The end result of self-control and confidence is supreme peace. Take some time to examine how control in its key aspects is affecting your relationships. Okay. All right. Well, I hope this helps. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so very much. Please do subscribe, like, maybe leave a comment. Okay. Alrighty. I hope to see you guys next month, and I can't wait to hear about this new direction and how this pans out for all of you guys. I'm super excited for you guys because this is some really good energy. Yes, we got a little mixed bag here, but ultimately, this is really good energy, positive changes, all resulting in success. So I am so very happy. All right, I'm sending you guys blessings of healing, prosperity, and love.